Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
People still filling the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
So they house the opening kickoff. Now the offense is going for 2. They want to land a couple of haymakers early. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. Looking to throw, it's Bean. Going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that... come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Intercepted. football.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can...
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that.
Going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. At the 30. The 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Syracuse. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Got a little space. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up the safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They go to the draw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hand off to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It is loud in He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Hit hard as he released the ball. Down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Pringle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He wants to throw it again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Unloads it left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clayton. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Bean. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Orange will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after... Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, no!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Back to throw, it's Bean. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Makes the grab, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking downfield, it's Bean. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Caught behind the line. It's Hatchett. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's
There he goes! Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Creates a little space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Big fella moving. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Quickly complete. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
44, Syracuse, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He leaves it with his back. Runs through a tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange.
Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Syracuse, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's a heat. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Noles will hustle to the line. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They want to get this defense on its heels. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Dropping back, it's Bean. Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Orange will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flank. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making checks. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Wants to throw again. They're working that left side. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answer.
Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Syracuse, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play. They get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw, it's Bean. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Defense. This offense needs... They can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got it along the sideline.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Direct snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, no! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense, they got their ears pulled back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Syracuse will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Duarte. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. Grabs over the middle. It's Harris. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
On the run, still looking. Slings it downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a... Turn on the interception.
And they'll take over.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Scanning the field, it's Duarte. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager.
Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Seminoles have taken it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Syracuse will send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication.
Sends it downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The offense changing the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
To throw, it's Sperry. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Hauls it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Shakes off the defender. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team, that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. The Orange will have to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. He'll take a deep shot here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that